We begin now with a CREM 2 investigation into school safety. Spokane Police and District 81 at odds right now over reporting crimes on school campus.
Letters have been sent back and forth, and tonight we are breaking it down for you. CREM 2's Laura Papetti is live in the studio tonight after doing an exclusive sit-down interview with Spokane's police chief today. Laura?
That's right. This really began on Friday for us when Chief Craig Meidel sent a letter to the Spokane Superintendent, Adam Swinyard. And in the letter, he says the district is not following mandatory reporting laws. When there's a crime, they must report it. Then later that day, Spokane Public Schools sent a note out to faculty and staff reminding people that teachers and staff are indeed responsible for reporting crimes, and that training, according to this letter, is provided each year. Then after several attempts by CREM 2 for an interview with the school district, the district sent a letter to the chief of police later today saying they have followed the reporting mandates and have in fact called police and not gotten a response. So it's a lot here, but let's take a look and break it down, some of the letters and an interview with the chief of police.
It's the full gamut. It's assaults, it's threats, it's assaults of every magnitude. It's threats against other students, it's threats against staff members, so it's the full gamut.
Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel says crimes are happening on Spokane Public School campuses, but aren't being reported as required by law.
Based on the reports that I'm seeing and based on the reports that I've read in the types of incidents that are occurring, when these types of incidents aren't being reported, I do believe it creates a less safe school environment for our kids.
The chief says he looked at reports over a 6-month period and saw dozens of crimes that occurred on campus but weren't called in until later. He was concerned enough that he sent a letter this past Friday to the Spokane Superintendent, Adam Swinyard. In the letter, the chief says, quote, "After learning of these incidents and reviewing dozens of police reports, it appears there is a pattern of assaults and threats occurring to students and staff that are not following reporting requirements." Later that same day, an email was sent by the district to Spokane Public Schools staff members, reminding people that reporting is indeed mandated and that training is offered each year. Then today, Spokane Public Schools sent a more formal letter to the chief of police and copied the mayor and the city council president. In response for an interview, CREM 2 was sent a copy of that letter. In it, there are 8 bullet points refuting the claims of Chief Meidel and asking why these complaints weren't brought up before. It also says, quote, "There are SPS principals that have indicated they have called 911 and officers have not responded to their school. In addition, principals have shared that SPD officers have criticized staff for calling." All right, and the chief of police says they will certainly respond to schools and work with schools in any way necessary, believing that they are part of the solution is working with law enforcement. Chief Meidel also told me that staff members at Spokane Public Schools not only don't feel comfortable reporting incidents to law enforcement, but have told him that they felt their jobs are at stake if they do indeed make the call. So right now, some back and forth, but what they do agree on is that certainly more conversation may be necessary, and the school district is asking for a meeting with the police, the mayor, and the city council as well. Back to you.